And we are live. Hello, my name is Kenny Harper. I'm here at Rock My Image headquarters, and we are getting ready to kick off this webinar. Top 3 marketing mistakes that most medical practices make. Are you ready? For those about to rock, we salute you. We have a good webinar presentation to give today. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to go ahead and jump into the intro slides so we can get those covered. Pleasure to have you join us today, and we're going to get started right away. So the top 3 marketing mistakes most medical practices make. We're going to be talking about how to avoid wasting time and money and allowing your competition to succeed. That is what we're talking about today. If you are looking for something else, you might be in the wrong place, but that is what our presentation is about. We are Rock My Image, an authority marketing agency, helping bold entrepreneurs develop their personal brand and communicate their message to their audience. This is me, Kenny Harper. I'm the digital director for Rock My Image. If you are on social media and want to connect with me, you can follow me at Kenny W. Harper. And I'll be guiding us through this webinar today. So if you're on the webinar in the live presentation and you are looking to interact today, we're going to encourage you to type your questions throughout the webinar in the chat box. There'll be a little chat box. You can chat in your questions, your comments, and Rock My Image's accounts director, Jen DeVore Richter, she's going to be answering the questions. So I'm going to stick to the presentation. She'll be answering questions via chat. Also, if you want to get into the conversation on social media, you can use hashtag RockstarDocs. Use hashtag RockstarDocs and you can communicate via social media. So while we're waiting for a few late entries to come on in, people who are being a little stylishly, fashionably late, I'll share you a little bit about my background so you can get to know me a little bit. Here's a fun fact about me. I'm the current president for the Jacksonville chapter of the American Marketing Association, an association that aims to help engage, educate, and cultivate exceptional marketers in Northeast Florida. A little bit more about me. I have a passion for music and creativity. I like performing. I like helping people. I like being creative. That's kind of what drives me, what fuels my passion, what gets me excited. And I'm also fueled by my family. I have a wonderful wife and 2 loving boys whom I adore. There's little Kenny to my left and little Michael to my right. They are awesome little men, and I'm very proud of them. A little bit about my professional background. At 15 plus years experience being a successful business owner, being a leader in agencies, and being a top freelancer in my area. I have a BFA with highest honors in graphic design and multimedia, and I've been a professional instructor and educator. So I've kind of been around and know kind of what works, what doesn't work, and know how to communicate a message to help people gain knowledge. And that's what we're here today to do. We're here today to gain some knowledge. Before we get to the meat of the presentation, I wanted to also introduce my partners in crime, Miss Jen DeVore Richter and Mr. Manny Torres. Jen's the one in the middle. You may have guessed that. We are creative minds inspiring bold visions for growth. We are leaders in our profession. We have award-winning experience. We have established reputations. And we are also releasing our first book this year, Amplify Your Business, a Rockstar Professional's Guide to Marketing Success. We have been working together to develop who we are, what we do, and to make ourselves unique, bold, and engaging with people who have like-minded values. All right, now, who is this webinar for? We talked a little bit about me and my partners, but who is this webinar for? Who are we communicating this to? Well, we're currently positioning this for medical professionals. This content could go to other service-related professionals, but we're specifically trying to communicate to medical marketing professionals at this moment. We're looking to put this webinar in front of people who are working to grow their practice. Someone who's looking to acquire more patients. They want to grow their business. We're looking for people who are wanting to better their marketing results. They want to get more return on investment from their marketing. And we're looking for people who are thinking beyond the practice, looking to create new revenue streams. So if you're looking to grow your business, or you want better marketing results, or you're thinking beyond your practice, this is who this webinar is for. So we have a poll. If you're participating in the poll, I would like to go ahead and launch our first poll. Which of the following best describes you? If you're in Webinar Jam in this webinar, you can go ahead and click the polls button. I'm launching the poll, and you can participate by voting. Which one of these best describes you? Are you working to grow your business? Are you looking for better return on investment in your marketing? Are you aiming to expand beyond your business? Are you just continuing your education for personal growth, or is it all of the above? So while we're waiting on this poll to go through, we're going to focus on what our key message is today. Our key message is don't make these common marketing mistakes. Position yourself as the authority in your specialty for optimal results in your marketing. We're not getting very technical in this webinar. We're not getting into the back ends of search engine optimization or the latest social media platform and what you can do to save a little bit of time when you're posting. We're thinking big picture, and we're talking about things that you can do that will save you time and money and get you better results from your marketing. And this is our key message. Now, what will you learn? Number one, how to increase the value of your brand. Number two, how to save time and money on marketing. And number three, ideas for a bolder vision for your practice. Now, if you stay to the end of this webinar, we're going to make it worth your while. Number one, you're going to get to access the slide deck and the audio recording. So you'll be able to watch this again later. But also, for the people who are going to hang out with us and stay with us through this presentation, we're going to also make sure that we provide some additional incentives and resources. We appreciate your time, and we really want to make sure it's worth your while. So hang out with us to the end. Stay with us. We really appreciate it, and we're going to get started. All right, now, before we get into the meat of the presentation, we wanted to share a little bit about Rock My Images approach. What do the others say? Function is fine. Well, what do we say instead? We say image matters. So not that just it functions, that your image does play a difference. Others may say higher quantity equals better results. What we say instead is better targeting, in other words, better quality equals better results. What the others say, do what's been done. Why reinvent the wheel? What we say instead is think bigger and be bold. You don't want to necessarily reinvent the wheel, but that doesn't mean you can't think bigger and be bolder. Again, our key message today, don't make these common marketing mistakes. We're going to be talking about some big concepts. We're going to be talking about things that can save you time and money. You're going to need to actually absorb this information and utilize it and really think about how it works for you. So position yourself as the authority in your specialty for optimal results in your marketing. All right, now we're getting to the meat of it. You guys ready? Let's begin. Here's the overview of our presentation today. Mistake number 1, not telling your unique brand story. Mistake number 2, not using a content marketing system. Mistake number 3, focusing only on the short term. And that is the webinar, ladies and gentlemen. Just kidding. Those are the core concepts, but obviously those are very high level statements. We're going to go and dive into these a bit deeper to discuss how you can pull this information to benefit you. Let's get started with this first mistake. The mistake is not telling your unique brand story. We're encouraging our clients, our followers, and people who are looking to be rock star professionals to build a bold brand, differentiate, and connect. Now, this is a wonderful picture here. And this is a picture of yellowfish and redfish. And they're all swimming together in a little pond. It's kind of like the market. There's a lot of competition. There's a lot of competition in any market, whether it's medical, whether it's law, whether it's marketing, whatever the market is, there's competition out there. There's other people doing what you do. And if you don't take time to differentiate yourself, you pretty much look like one of everybody else. It becomes very competitive. So the solution to sticking out is to build a bold brand. Build a brand that gets attention, that is different, that has some character. We have Dos Equis and we have Scorpion here that have really taken some time to develop creative ways of connecting with people, getting people's attention. And that's what we're looking to do. That is a mistake a lot of medical practices make. They don't take time to differentiate themselves, make it personal, make it interesting. Here's a couple examples that we have. There's two different doctors who have taken the idea of creating a bold brand in a completely different approach. On the left, we have Z-Dog, MD. He's slightly funnier than the placebo. This is an internet celebrity who has created his brand by being kind of crazy. He's extreme. He has his practice out in Vegas. He said the founder of Zappos actually helped him get this idea. And he's gotten a lot of attention by creating this unique brand. He does videos, he has comedy, he's just out there, he's unique. I mean, Z-Dog, MD, that is an approach to go extreme, an approach to be bold. He is getting written up all over the internet, being interviewed, being featured, winning awards for his creativity and being unique. That is definitely making a difference on his bottom line. On the right-hand side of the screen, we have the Wall Street's Journal best-selling author, Rich Castellano. This is a different approach to personal branding. It's a bit more on the traditional side, and it's a bit more conservative in nature. But he's branding who he is. He's branding his company, his thoughts, his ideas, his concepts. He's written a book. He has his own videos, and he has his own approach to building that personal brand. And it's working for him, getting that attention and that business. Two different approaches, both working on developing a bold brand. Bold doesn't necessarily have to be crazy and out there, but it definitely needs to make an impact on somebody. Here we have a couple of pair of jeans. Well, actually, it's more than a couple of pair. There's a group of jeans on the left-hand side, just a bunch of different jeans. I think the top are Levi. Oh, wait, that second pair kind of looks like the pair I'm wearing. And on the right-hand side, we have some designer stylish jeans. Now, here's the interesting thing. On average, jeans may run from $30 to $50 if you buy them at the store. However, there are people, designer jeans, they're selling for a couple $100 up to over $1,000. What's the difference between the jeans? Is it their function? Do the jeans on the right have GPS? No, the jeans don't have GPS. Do the jeans on the right somehow change into a shirt or something? No. The function is the same. The difference here is the brand. The brand persona that has been developed for the jeans on the right has added value. People identify with the brand and they think it has more value because of the association with the brand. It's how branding kind of works. Why it works, top brands command a higher price for value, exclusivity, and experience. So craft your personal brand. It's an important part. Another thing to consider. People buy emotionally. People buy emotionally. Now, let's meet Jane here. Jane is a mother who has had kids. I have 2 kids, but I didn't give birth to them. I didn't get pregnant. My body did not transform into a pregnant woman's body. Thank goodness. That would have been odd. I would have had to definitely call a doctor for that. My body didn't have to go through that, but mothers all across the world, their bodies go through a large transformation. And I'm sure I don't need to educate you on everything that happens to a woman when she gets pregnant. It's kind of known. For some women, they look out. When they're done with having babies, their body just magically comes back to looking like it did before they had the babies. Other mothers are not so lucky. Sometimes they have leftover weight, sometimes things stretch, sometimes they are left with a body that is nothing like what they had before. In this instance, Jane is that mother who has had babies, and now her body is kind of showing the after effect. And she's not very happy about her body. She's feeling a little self-conscious, and she's considering a tummy tuck or something that she can do to try to get her body back into the shape it was before she had the babies. Now she's going to visit some different websites and learn about different doctors, learn about different practices, different surgeons, different procedures that she can consider. Now she's going to visit for this example, she's going to visit 2 different websites. The first website she visits, she sees, and you gotta actually imagine this. So imagine this, get in this mindset for a moment. She visits a website, she sees some information about tummy tucks. She sees what the procedure consists of, what the expected results are, what the costs are, and she sees that she can go ahead and schedule a consultation. Okay, and then she has that information. That's very logical information. Now she visits a second page, and this page actually connects with her. It connects with her emotionally. This page communicates to her that specifically for mothers, after having kids, they created a page that's simply communicating to her and her needs and her pains. And the messaging communicates that she is deserving of this opportunity to better her body. She shouldn't feel like she's being greedy, she should feel justified in this. This is her life. This is her choice. She should be invited to feel confident about making this decision. They communicate with her that this is a common problem that a lot of people face. They take time to really communicate the pain that she's going through and how they can help solve that pain. They connect with her emotionally. She was reluctant to do this, but because the messaging, the communication connected with her emotions, she was able to move forward with that effort. The first page that she visited didn't take that time to actually connect with what she may be going through. So that's an important part. That's part of a brand. That messaging is part of a brand. How you relate to people, how you communicate, how you differentiate. A bold brand knows how to do that. So that's a mistake. That's a mistake. We see it all the time. Medical practices focusing on just the logical end of things, not differentiating, not telling their personal story, not connecting emotionally. That needs to stop. If you want better results, you want to get further with your practice, you need to build a bold brand. So stop focusing on selling intellectually with just facts and data. Start focusing on selling emotionally. Tell your story and keep looking for ways to differentiate yourself. These are things that you can do, you can apply them, and people will notice. People will notice when you actually apply these things. Here's a great quote. A brand is worthless if it does not connect with the right audiences in a relevant way. A brand is worthless if it does not connect with the right audiences in a relevant way. Keyword, obviously, it's uppercase, connect. You need to connect with people. People do business with people they know, they trust. You need to connect with people. Your brand helps you do that. So let's take a little reflection here. Let's take a little reflection. Take a moment to think. It's a beautiful day here in Jacksonville, Florida. Blue skies, weather's perfect. We're going to take a little moment to reflect on, does your brand tell your story? Not just where you went to school and what awards you have, but does it tell your story? Does it tell about you? Does your brand connect with people emotionally? Do you connect with people emotionally? Is the messaging on your website, on your brochures, does it connect with people emotionally? Are you really getting into the mind of people and their pain and what they might be experiencing? And then does your brand highlight what makes you unique? That's a little bit of time to reflect on that, because what I wouldn't want to have happen is you listen to the presentation, you understand where most mistakes are happening, and then you don't take the time to actually reflect and see if you're making those mistakes. Everyone has the opportunity to improve. Even some of the best people out there have an opportunity to do something a little bit better, be a little bit bolder, think a little bit bigger. We have another poll that we're getting ready to launch. I'm going to end our prior poll, and I'm going to launch the new poll. How would you rate your current brand? How would you rate your current brand? And the selections are, number 1, I must take action to strengthen my brand. So you realize that you may have some challenges and that you need to take some action to strengthen. Number 2, my brand needs attention. Yeah, I know it needs some improvement, but it's not a priority. Number 3, my brand is okay for me. Yeah, you're fine with it. Number 4, My brand is the best ever. Just uber confident. Or number 5, I'm not certain. I need help to evaluate it. And number 5, needing help to evaluate it, that's pretty common. What is very common is people get so close to their own personal brands, their own company brands, that they can't see it objectively. They are so close to it, they can't get a fresh perspective on it. They actually need a little assistance to look at it with a fresh set of eyes. It's very helpful. Even my company, Rock My Image, we have people, trusted colleagues and partners that help look at our branding and messaging to make sure that we're putting the message out there that best reflects us. Even though we're really good at branding and marketing, we can't get a fresh perspective on our own work. So we trust others to give us a second opinion. Just like you would with a doctor on something that's really important. Is your brand really important? I think it is. So one of the things that we have that we actually help our clients with and prospective clients with is we have an authority marketing assessment where we take an evaluation of your current brand and positioning. You might be at a good status right now. You could be doing really good, but you may be missing some opportunity to make things a little bit more personal, make a bit more connection, having a bit of a bolder brand. There's always opportunity for growth. So that's what this assessment helps to do, is identify where the growth opportunities are. I'll be talking a little bit more about that later in the presentation. I'm going to move on to marketing mistake number 2, not using a content marketing system. Not using a content marketing system. Rock My Image preaches you need to attract and acquire with value and then nurture and convert. So don't leave money on the table. Buyers need to be nurtured. What we see all the time right now is see practices, doctors, service professionals spending a lot of money in marketing, whether TV, radio, digital ads, advertising, what have you, spending a lot of money to get new patients. But commonly, they get a poor return on investment. Just money flying out the window. Like we said before, it's very competitive out there. It takes a lot of money to acquire new customers, new patients. It does. Advertising takes time. You got to get many impressions. You got to build trust with people. So that's the problem. It's very costly. Another problem is there's a change in decision-making process. There's a change in the direction that people take when they're making decisions on who to select. So what am I talking about here? So once upon a time, not that long ago, not like centuries ago or anything, we're talking about just several years ago, people can run traditional advertising such as TV, radio, newspaper ads. And the only way people could find out more about the product or service was to call in. Just to call in and connect with a sales representative. And the sales representative would tell them all about the features and benefits of the product or service, and they would help to make a sale. But times are changing. Times are changing because of technology. Now people have technology that they can leverage to find out more about these features and benefits, about these products and services, about the company itself and its reputation. People have access to internet all the time at their work or at their home, on their desktop. Even more so, they carry around mobile devices with internet access almost 24/7. And studies show that on average, people will consume 10 pieces of content before a purchasing decision is made. So what am I referring to? They're consuming content? Are they eating brochures? What's going on here? No. What I'm referring to is people will see 10 different pieces of content, whether that's a video they watched online, whether it's that Snapchat, whether it's the Instagram picture, a Facebook post, a tweet, a blog article, people will get exposed to the message 10 times or more before they'll actually make a decision, purchasing decision. And by the time they contact the actual business or practice in this case, their decision is made up a majority of the time. Majority of the time, because they've already been educated, they've already built that trust on their own, by the time they make that contact, they're mostly sold. So the challenge is getting people to digest your content, basically. We want to expose people to you so they know who you are, but we also want to build that relationship. We want them to digest and absorb and appreciate and understand and buy into your personal brand. So what we need here is a content marketing system. A content marketing system. Notice the emphasis on system. I'm not saying system funny just because I'm making that S sound. I've got two boys, they make this snake sound all the time, so I wouldn't put it past me. I'm saying system because it's really important. And let me tell you another little story about another lady. This is Mary. Let's meet Mary. Mary is a socialite. She's a happy, charming lady. But she has always been self-conscious because of the size of her chest. It is what it is. She goes out to the nightclubs and she doesn't have the confidence. There's some other people there that are more flirtatious, more curvaceous, and they're getting a lot of attention. This takes away from her self-esteem. This makes her feel less like herself. So Mary is considering breast augmentation, and she's going to use her phone to do some research. She decides to research some practices. And one of the first practices, she finds Dr. Jack Black. He is the low-cost leader for doing breast augmentation. He has a great reputation. He does good work. He's the man, and he's the low-cost leader. She's almost sold immediately. She says, he does good work. He's the low-cost leader. Why would I not go with him? But I'm not going to go ahead and just go with the first thing I see. I am, for my own benefit, just going to look around and see who else I can consider. So she researches a second practice, and she finds Dr. Jillian Michaels. When she goes to Dr. Jillian Michaels' website, she sees a download opportunity. She sees an opportunity to download the top 10 things to consider before selecting a plastic surgeon. She goes ahead and downloads this free asset to learn more about what she should really be considering. Maybe it's not the low price. Couldn't hurt to have this extra information. When she does download that PDF, she's put into a content marketing system and is nurtured. She receives an email right away that tells a bit more about the practice. It tells a bit more about why their practice is different. It has links to videos. It connects her with their social media. And through the next few weeks, she's able to get more information. She's put in a campaign of some emails that helps nurture this relationship. They offer her more downloads. They send her some helpful videos. They reach out and connect with her on social media. Another great thing is they're able to track the interest using a system. They're able to score the lead. The content marketing system is actually able to score somebody based on their interaction. Whether it's looking at a video, visiting certain pages on the website, or downloading certain content. Each time someone takes a certain action, they're given a little bit more value in their score. It may be unrealistic to follow up with everybody who downloads that initial PDF because there are a lot of people out there just researching. But when they take a certain amount of action, you can assess and say, hey, they're actually pretty serious about this thing. They've been to our website a few times, they've looked at this video, they've downloaded this content, and one of your salespeople can actually reach out and coordinate a consultation or facilitate a discussion to help move that person further with their trust and understanding of what you do. So saw this one coming a mile away. Mary selects practice number 2. Now why? This practice added value. They were able to give her more information, help develop trust, and provided a better experience. They had a system that was automated for the most part, but also at the very end, they were able to actually come in and make a personal connection. They won the business by making a connection, by nurturing the relationship with this potential customer. Just having a call to action that says, call us to make a consultation is not nurturing. That's just basically saying you could have a consultation. But people who aren't ready to make that step yet may not take that initial action to get the consultation. They're researching still. So developing a system to help get them into a nurturing plan is the way to go. Content marketing has become really popular. Content marketing, creating content that's of value, whether it's in blog posts, videos, social media, and marketing it out there to people, has become really popular. A lot of people are starting to do it. However, most people aren't taking advantage of developing a solid content marketing system. Take this example. We have content marketing up top, and on the bottom we have content marketing that has this system in place. After the content is marketed, you have someone's attention, you can nurture that lead. As in the example I just shared, you can work to get the sale. And then you can nurture them once they're a customer and increase repeat sales or increase referrals. Developing a system that actually nurtures clients is how you can get a better return on investment in your marketing efforts. So attract and acquire with value. The mistake again is that you're not using a system. So stop ignoring the fact that buyers need to be nurtured. Start developing an efficient content marketing system and keep testing and measuring your marketing efforts. Here's a great quote. Buyers don't become customers overnight. They require nurturing over time to build trust. Buyers don't become customers overnight. They don't. They require nurturing over time to build trust. And that is more so the case with more serious services such as surgery or medical procedures or high-ticketed products. If you have something that costs over $1,000, people are going to need to have more trust than if you're selling something that's $5 or less. People are fine to spend that money and try it. So that's a mistake. So we have another poll. I'm going to go and close the last poll. And I'm going to launch the new poll. And our new poll is, how would you rate your current marketing and sales system? It's a very easy question. It's either very effective, effective, mediocre, not effective, or you don't even have one. All right, so that is the question. While we're letting people take that poll, I'll say that we have an authority marketing assessment, something that we offer our prospective clients and our clients where we do take an evaluation of your current marketing and sales system to identify what's working and the opportunities for growth. So again, we're 2/3 through this webinar today, but stay to the end. You'll be able to access the slide deck and audio recording. Actually, I believe we're going to have the video recording available for the attendees. And we also will have some additional incentives and resources. So stay with us. We're moving forward. Absorb this information. Take time to really consider how it can be applied in your practice, in your profession. Now, mistake number 3. Get into the nitty-gritty. Focusing only on the short term. So Rock My Image says this is a mistake. We see it again. A lot of different people are doing this. They're focusing only on the short term. Rock My Image says expand your vision. Think both about the short term and the long term. When you're thinking long term, it's going to have some benefits, which include, actually it's the next slide. Let's talk about short-term thinking for a minute. Short-term thinking is when you're just thinking about right now, what's happening, how many customers you're getting, how many patients you're getting, business operations right now. It's important to think about that. You need to be considering those things. But if you're only focused on short-term thinking, you have a limited reach, you have a limited awareness, and you have limited results because you're not thinking about the bigger picture, the further target, the bigger, bolder vision. So we encourage to be thinking about the bolder vision. It'll increase your visibility, your credibility, your authority, which equals larger results. Larger results. Let's get into the specifics on what I'm talking about here. Authority marketing. Authority marketing is being known as the expert. The expert. Chances are, if you're a service professional, people are going to think that you're a professional already. If you're a doctor, you may already be considered an authority in your profession. But are you known as the expert? If we look on the left-hand side of the screen, you see a bunch of doctors. And they're probably all really professional, but do we know any of them? No. So that's unfortunate. They may be really good at what they do. They may be really smart, they may be really talented, but if people don't know who they are and what they do, then it doesn't have the same impact as on the right-hand side, here's Dr. Oz. Some people think he really doesn't know what he's talking about. Some people don't think he's a very credible doctor, but people know who he is. He's established a brand. And he's leveraging that. He's leveraging that brand very well to where he's able to build a business around it. He's able to get a lot of opportunities because he's built a brand that people can recognize. And a lot of people do think of him as an authority, regardless of what you may think of him or not think of him. He's built a solid brand. Now, if you're a professional who has the experience, who has the knowledge, think of what you could do if you built your personal brand and really marketed your authority in your profession. A lot of professionals focus on their practice and their services, and they ignore themselves. So when you have an authority marketing approach, we're thinking of the bold vision in mind. Authority marketing helps do 3 things. Number 1, increase your reach. So if you have a medical practice, and let's say you have a practice in Jacksonville, Florida, and you're servicing not only Jacksonville residents, but maybe North Florida. What if you increased your reach to, I don't know, the whole East Coast, or the whole nation, or maybe even the world? You can do that with authority marketing. You can increase your awareness and recognition. When people are aware of you, they recognize who you are, they know your brand, you can have more business, and you can have more value to your brand, just for the same reasons we were talking about earlier. And last, number 3, you can increase your time and efficiency, giving you more freedom. So if you're making your money off your time doing operations, and that's the way you're making your money, you can make a good living. You can make a lot of money doing that. But there's other ways that you could be leveraging your knowledge, your experience, and your personal brand for a bigger picture, for a higher level of results. So let's look at our example. Dr. Charles Martin is a dentist from Virginia, and he actually wrote 5 different books about dentistry, addressing 5 different fears that people had with the dentist. And he marketed those books, and he actually reached out to other dentists in other demographic areas and licensed his book to other dentists. He licensed the book saying, hey, this is a great book. You can put your information in this book, and you can be a co-author for this area. So he was able to take his knowledge, information, get it into a product, license it out to other dentists, get more exposure for himself, make money while doing it. And he's building his brand. All awesome stuff. Now, if I lost you in that explanation, that's okay. We can discuss more about that in future webinars or discussions. But the idea is he's able to get his knowledge into a product and then sell the product. He's not just making money through his time, he's making money with his experience and his knowledge. Steps for growth. You can write a book. You can get paid for talks, for webinars. You can present as an established authority. You can distinguish yourself for more clients at a higher value. It's becoming a public authority. It's being bold, rock star, professional. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. There are bigger possibilities. You could create branded products. You can get sponsorships for your products, such as blogs, online shows, webinars, or licensed knowledge. There are a lot of different things you can do once you've taken the time to build a personal brand that has value and establish credibility. We are not limited because of our abilities. We are limited because of our vision. We are not limited because of our abilities. We are limited because of our vision. We see a lot of wonderful, awesome, talented professionals out there who are doing great jobs in their field, but they're not taking full advantage of the potential that they could with the knowledge and experience that they have. So the solution to the focusing only on the short term is expand your vision. Stop only focusing on the immediate results and opportunities. Start working out plans for a bigger vision and keep running your business efficiently. If we have one more poll, and end the poll that we had prior, and I'm going to go ahead and launch this last poll, which is, which situation best describes where you're at? Which situation best describes where you're at? Do you have a documented, inspired vision and you're making progress on it? Do you have an inspiring vision, but you're not making much progress? Or do you just not have an inspired vision past your practice at this point? We're thinking not just your vision for your practice, but past your practice, your personal brand, what you can be doing. We'll leave that poll open, move on. Again, we have an authority marketing assessment to evaluate our clients and potential clients on their vision and their vision opportunities. So let's review. Again, this is not the end of the webinar. We have a few more things left. Stay with us to the end. make sure that you take advantage of the assets and resources that we'll be sharing with people who stayed with us for the full mile. Mistake number 1, not telling your unique brand story. Don't make that mistake. Mistake number 2, not using a content marketing system. We can't do that. That's wasting your money. Number 3, focusing only on the short term. Life is now, life is here. Let's make sure we're